I think it's you barely even see the hip drop tackle. I think it's just making the game even more soft again. You barely see it, and if a guy's in that position and that's the only way they can take someone down, then you got to do that, or else you're not going to make the tackle. So I think it's a bad rule. I think they should, bring not whatever they did. They canceled. They're going to make it a flag if you do that or a penalty, but the NFL is just getting too soft now. I think it should still be allowed. You really don't see it, and if you're in that position, you got to do what you got to do to take someone down.
Yeah, they're trying to outlaw these tackles. I mean, Geno was real upset when it happened. And then, I don't know, did you see Tom Brady? He said on his podcast, which is, I hear Tom said it's more like flag football. But Tom also Bennett, I mean, Tom play till 45 if the rules don't change? Some of those rules help, right?
Well, I mean, Tom, you got to appreciate that rule. You're a quarterback. I mean, it was already flag football for you, brother. There's some of those calls for you last year. Your last year, they barely touched you, especially call with the Atlanta Falcons, and they were getting a 15-yard roughing the passer penalty. So all the rules go to your favor, Tom. So you're not playing anymore, so that's why you're saying that.
Your other teammate, I believe 3-time Super Bowl champion, Devin McCourty, he chimed in too. He sort of agrees with you. What was his tweet? He said, two-hand touch coming soon. Game's getting too soft, Gronk, huh?
Yeah, it's getting too soft. I mean, I agree with Devin on that one. Two-hand touch will be coming soon. And going back to Geno Smith, he actually wasn't really mad about the tackle.
Oh.
He was mad because it was out of bounds. The guy literally tackled him out of bounds, and that's what he was mad about when I saw Geno Smith's quote. So I don't even think he was mad about the tackle. So I don't even know why it was brought up and the rules getting changed.
What is going on, YouTube? It's Coffee back with an NFL update, man, and that's pretty funny there. Gronk clowning his BFF, his best bud for life, Tom Brady. I didn't even know Brady had a podcast. Was it called the Let's Go podcast or something like that? And y'all hear the whole debate here, the hip drop tackle. You see the different footage rolling. This actually happened a couple weeks ago. Geno Smith taken down and, immediately was turned up in the face of New York Giants defenders, was not happy. And Gronk was saying they actually got this all wrong when referencing this situation, that Geno wasn't tripping because he was brought down by a hip drop tackle. He was mad because he was out of bounds. And clearly, when you watch the replay, I agree with Gronk. I mean, y'all know what it is, those that watch the NFL, when a quarterback, or really any player, but specifically a quarterback, is making his way to that out of bounds line, the white paint, I mean, you lay off him, right? Unless you're already wrapped up making the play prior to him going there. But there's just an etiquette to this, to put it plain and simple. And I don't know, you guys let me know if you think that was a dirty hit on Geno. He wasn't having it. It's still crazy. Geno's had this resurgence in his career and is the Seahawks starting quarterback, in my opinion. I thought Geno Smith's career was long over prior to getting that backup role in Seattle and having to fill in for an injured Russell Wilson in Wilson's last season with the Seahawks. And then the abysmal way things have went since Wilson has went to the Broncos. I was still dead wrong about that. I really thought last year the AFC West was going to be on another level with all four of the starting quarterbacks that it had. And the Broncos is just still really, really bad, man. But getting back to the lecture at hand, what we're talking about here, that was hilarious how, because Brady's saying, hey, the NFL's getting soft as fluck. And not just Brady. You heard McCourty, Gronk's talking about it. Apparently, I didn't know 2028 there's going to be flag football at the Olympics. And more or less some individuals are saying the NFL is going to become more and more like flag football until it is flag football. Now, I do think that's a stretch and a reach, that we're not going to get there. They're not going to take the physicality of the game away in that sense, but I don't know. I mean, I'm all for player safety, but it's a contact sport. You know what I mean? We don't want guys getting out there getting concussions left and right, but at the same time, it's still a physical game. But I just got a kick out of this that Gronk is telling Brady, come on, man, your last year in the NFL was pretty much a joke. No one was really allowed to touch you. It's been flag football for you. And, there was always analysts out there. I remember one year when Michael Vick was still in the league and still starting, they were comparing Vick to Brady and saying, well, actually, Vick got more roughing the passer calls than Brady and all that. And listen, Brady was always a protected guy once he became the NFL's golden guy or whatever, in my opinion. There was just a different set of rules for Tom Brady. Let me know if you think I'm right or wrong with that. But you heard Gronk, he was saying with this whole hip drop tackle thing, sometimes that's what you got to do to make the play. You take that away, things are different, I'm hearing some analysts reference how a horse collar was banned, which that's just a dirty play, period, and always was. So, totally different things in my opinion, the hip drop and the horse collar. But I don't know, comment, let me know what y'all think about it. But Gronk, funny guy there, man. Being a Bills fan, I'd like to like Gronk, even though he was our rival. But when he took that cheap shot on Tre'Davious White, I've always looked at this guy as a poor sport, man. But let me know what you think about this.
You got to guard your depth.
Well, we got a guy that Aaron does things his own way,
You're right. Look at his Achilles, right? Look at that's what you're talking about. This guy does stuff his own way. He actually defies science. This guy right here, right now. That's what they're saying about you. Shannon Sharp said this morning.
It's like we learned, if science is Dr. Fauci, you damn right I'm defiance.
Okay, that's on me.
Got him. You let him bring it to that one.
Yeah, Fauci's just sitting at home, reminiscing about his terrible opening pitch. Mm-hmm. And he's like, it's Tuesday again? Great. Everybody's going to be reminded. Everybody's going to be reminded.
Aaron Rodgers talking his ish, taking a shot at Fauci as he's going through this recovery period from his Achilles surgery, and shocked the world just the other day prior to a game. He was out there with the team and was warming up, throwing spirals, no crutches, looked very, very healthy despite the surgery and everything. Like, it really shocked me. It shocked the world. And everyone knows, like, I got to be careful when I'm talking about the whole Fauci thing. But Rodgers says, if science is you, then I'm defying science. And then to close out the news, man, this is a little shocking to me. I thought this was going to be a big deal. Cole Beasley, solidified veteran in the NFL, but in a sense, we were just talking about Rodgers. The way Rodgers kind of moves his own way, does his own thing. Cole Beasley's kind of a guy that's like that at times has been labeled a nuisance to teams and stuff like that. Like, things went bad with him in the Bills when he became very vocal on Twitter. Y'all heard we were just referencing Fauci, certain thing I can't really discuss when a lot of that was going on. Beasley was on Twitter sounding off, debating with fans, arguing and everything like that. And, he left the team, had a short stint with the Buccaneers, then ended up coming back to the Bills at the tail end of the season. It was dope to see him back. And, this year he ended up with the Giants. That wasn't a surprise, as there's a big connection. The Bills and Giants just played. We saw the way the Giants head coach Brian Daboll, former Buffalo Bills offensive coordinator, the way him and Josh Allen left the facility together, and the way they embraced after the game and everything like that. Like, Daboll is a solid coach. It's the Giants sit at 1-5. They're having a tough time, but they're better than that record. That's for sure, in my opinion. But with Cole Beasley being signed to the team and being on the practice squad, I was thinking myself, it's only a matter of time till he's activated to the, active roster, and he's going to be up there with Hodgins and the other talent that they have. And, watch out. This is a big deal for the Giants. And now we're seeing it's an amicable split. He's going his own way. Daboll says, hey, no hard feelings or whatever. And Beasley saying he still intends to play. So I don't know. I really like what we saw with him with the Bills last year when he came back. I thought he still looked good, So shocking to me. I really thought the Giants were going to get the most they got out of Cole Beasley, but he sat on the practice squad and now he's up out of there. Comment: would you like your team to sign Cole Beasley? Do you think someone will pick him up sooner rather than later? What's your thoughts? Comment about it below. That's it for this edition of some NFL talk. Let's talk about it all. Subscribe. I'll catch y'all later, guys. Peace.